إلى الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فهو المهتدي ولا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن سيدنا محمد عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجا وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. All praises and adoration and blessings are due upon Allah, unto Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the beginning and the end of all of things. We bear witness that there is no God worthy of worship except Allah. We also bear witness that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his last and final messenger. Whoever Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides to the right path, there is no one that can lead that person astray, and whoever he leads to stray, to follow their heart desires, they would not find true guidance. Brothers and sisters in Islam, in the past Khutbah, we've been talking about the maqasid al-Shariah, the objectives of the Shariah. That if we implement the Shariah, there are 5 major goals or major benefits that we're going to get from it. We identified those 5 as a protection and preservation of our religion, of our nafs, of ourself, of our intellect, of the family lineage, and the last one of it is of our property. We've looked at the first 3. We just did an overview of the first 3. Inshallah, we're going to be doing a quick overview of the 4th one, which is known as Hifdhun Nasab or Hifdhun Nasl. Before I start, I would like to make a quick disclaimer, because this topic is a very, very sensitive topic. With this topic, we're identifying and addressing the stance of Islam, the stance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, and that of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam as he had recommended for us. We're not attacking anyone directly. We're not deliberately trying to hurt anyone's feelings, but we're going to call out what's known as bad behavior, right? Not the person, but the behavior. So I'm just making that clear so no one feels as though we're speaking to them directly, because this topic would be very, very, it's very, very touching in some of the content that we have in there. So in Islam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has demonstrated for us what is known as Shariah to Zawaj, the laws of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as it relates to getting married, forming up a family, setting up a family, right? And we talked about this Hifzun Nasab or Hifzun Nasl, the protection and preservation of the family lineage, has to do with preventing and protecting and preserving what it actually means for us to have a family, and how can we continue to grow when it comes to having a family, and what that all plays into with regards to the respect and the honor for each family. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaches us in the first verse in Surah An-Nisa, and this is a verse that during the khutbah we hear the imams reciting all of the time. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Ya ayyuhan nas, O mankind, taqu rabbakum alladhi khalaqakum min nafsin wahida. Be conscious and have integrity whenever you're dealing with your Lord, because He is the God that created you from one soul, and we know that soul is Adam. وَخَلَقَ مِنْهَا زَوْجًا. And from Adam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created his peer, his mate, his spouse, his wife, known as Hawa. وَبَثَّ مِنْهُمَا رِجَالًا كَثِيرًا وَنِسَاءً. And from both of them, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has raised up many men and women. Alright? We know that that's the natural course of things. You have a male figure and a female, so a male by genetics and a female by genetic, biologically speaking. Both of them, when they get married and they would have children, inshallah, if Allah wills. That is the natural way of getting married, of having children, and of continuing to become what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, khalifatan fil ard, for us to continue to become successive authority on earth. Alright, successive authority on earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells the angels in Surah Al-Baqarah, He says, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I'm going to create on earth a successive authority, right? What that means is that year over year, month over month, year over year, decade over decade, and we will continue to have children, our children will have children, and our children will have children, right? Statistics have shown that if each couple